Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, ladies and gentlemen of the House, I rise in opposition to the pending motion. A 2012 headline in the Bangor Daily News read, "Despite recent closings, Maine's call center jobs remain steady." In that story, a spokesperson from Carbonite, a Lewiston employer since 2011, said, "Maine has a history of cultivating strong call centers across a range of industries. We were able to leverage this talent as we built our own team. Carbonite selected Maine after a 15-state site location search, moving those jobs onshore from India. Some of the other companies employing Mainers in call centers include Barclay Card, Athena Health, Argo Marketing, and Ameridial, which, by the way, currently employs about 90 people in Fort Kent. I think those people in Fort Kent would probably like to keep their jobs. Imposing penalties and clawback provisions envisioned in this bill asks the company, regardless of whether it is a call center or another type of employer, for a guarantee that they will never leave the state of Maine. But what company in Maine or anywhere can make that kind of guarantee? Not one. Punishing businesses of any type for factors beyond their control, such as diminishing market share or global competition, makes a bad situation worse. Contrary to its title, LD 1710, which claims to retain call centers, will do the exact opposite. In fact, the call centers we already located here may very well decide to leave before this bill goes into effect. Folks, this is a job-killing bill. Make no mistake. For the life of me, I cannot imagine who would want to be on the record voting for a job-killing bill like this. As you consider this bill, ask yourself this question. Would these companies have located here if LD 1710 had been law at the time? Of course not. What about those businesses looking at Maine as we speak? What message does this bill send to those companies considering investment in Maine? Do you really think they will want to be in Maine so badly that they will be willing to risk a clawback penalty 3, 4, or 5 years down the road? Of course not. What company would? Additionally, what industries might be targeted next? Why don't we just post a sign at the border that says, "Maine, closed to business"? Bills like this depress me. They send a dangerous message, and I'm getting really tired of it. A bipartisan majority of the committee agreed that LD 1710 would put Maine at a competitive disadvantage. Instead of giving business another reason to go elsewhere, we should instead be focusing our efforts on making Maine more competitive so that companies look at Maine as a viable option, the way that Carbonite did, the way that Athena Health did, the way that all these other companies that operate call centers in Maine did, not a toxic risk. Please vote with the bipartisan majority of the committee and oppose the pending motion. Thank you.
Chair, can I Representative Volk? Thank you,